Hey guys, Jordan here, and on Friday the June CT dropped, revealing all the new toys we're getting to play with at the end of the month. In this video I'm going to talk you through the CT and discuss everything that's being added. So the first part of the CT explains that we are finally getting Naboo for Capital Supremacy. I'm very happy about this as it's the map that I've wanted for CS since the very beginning, and now we're going to get to play it. There's a little difference with Naboo this time, as the transmission states that when you deploy onto Naboo you will notice that it's set at dusk. The embered sky adds a greater layer of atmosphere to the city. Alongside the dusk setting, you'll notice that the city streets are showing signs of previously fought battle and skirmishes. Romantic ambience meets war-torn streets. The entirety of the battle takes place within the city streets itself, making Naboo a great location for those wanting to experience urban conflict from within the Star Wars universe. So obviously they're not going to include the palace, which I think is a bit of a shame as I like it, but I don't think it's going to take too much away from the gameplay, as the streets are still going to provide some great fights. Moving on to perhaps the best part of the CT itself, Droidekas. The community have been screaming out for the well-known droid pretty much since launch, and I think it's going to be absolutely incredible having these rolling around the Battlefront. I won't read out the full details because it's quite a lot, but I'll put the screenshot up on screen and you can pause it if you want to read the whole thing. Essentially, the abilities that the Droidekas are getting are exactly what you would expect. The famous twin blaster cannons, the ability to roll around like a ball, and then the overloader for the primary cannons. What's interesting is that the roll ability is an ability itself. I would have assumed that it would have just been the droid's sprinting method, but we'll see how that rolls out. That was fucking terrible. Anyway, it could just be me being an idiot and not understanding the CT properly, but I hope that the roll doesn't have some sort of cooldown. Next up is the part of the transmission that I'm the least excited for, to be honest, the TX-130 tank. When I read the CT I was like, oh, another tank, but I guess we'll see what it's like, as a lot of people who are a fan of the Clone Wars are really excited about this, and it probably will be a decent counter to the Droidekas. Again, I'll leave the details up on screen if you want to pause and read it, but the abilities are pretty decent actually. A primary cannon, an increased fire rate for the primary weapon, dual rockets, and then what sounds like even more powerful rockets with that charge mode ability there. All in all, I'm not a fan of vehicles, but this sounds like a good addition for the clone side, and it might actually be more powerful than the Droidekas. We don't know how much either of these reinforcements are going to cost in game yet, but I'm absolutely certain that it's going to be the standard 2000 points. For the skins, we're getting General Anakin from the Clone Wars. Very predictable. I think everyone knew that this was coming, but I'm not complaining. I use Anakin a fair bit, so it'll be nice to have another appearance, as I don't really use the robed one at all. There's been a concern on Reddit that his hair in game doesn't match the hair from the Clone Wars. I can't see them adjusting such a small detail, but I really don't think it matters. It's only hair. Just a side note as well about Anakin, they've said that they're gonna patch Anakin this week, so hopefully he isn't shitting on everyone like he used to on GA and CS. We're also getting another 2 clone skins, one of which I'm excited about, the 41st Scout Battalion, and we're also getting the 212th Recon Division. There's some work in progress pictures on the CT, but I'll throw up what they look like in real life. Someone on Nexus done a pretty good job at a 41st mod a while back, so it's nice to see that skin finally make it into the game, and a lot of people will know the 212th division from the Clone Wars series. Both Anakin and the 41st will cost 40,000 credits, with the 212th costing 20,000. I think it would have been better if they'd added some more hero skins. I think there's plenty of clone skins right now, and some of the original trilogy heroes Luke are in some dire need of skins at the minute, including a hooded Maul. Like, how hard is it to put a hood on him and a few bits of extra cloth? I also think everyone's a bit disappointed that they haven't included any heroes in this update, but who knows, it sounds like there's now going to be enough reinforcements in the game, so maybe we'll get some heroes in the next update. Last up we have Felucia. Everyone will know Felucia from either episode 3 where the clones gun her down during Order 66, or from the Clone Wars series where Felucia was featured a lot. Unfortunately, the map isn't coming until later in 2019, with more details coming in August. To me it sounds like we might get the map around the end of October, November time, as that's when a lot of stuff is dropping, especially for Battlefield 5 as well. But I'm very excited for it. It's only going to be on CS at launch, but I'm pretty sure that because it's such a gorgeous looking plane, it'll be ported over to GA and hopefully HEV not long after, and maybe Blast as well. Felucia on the Frostbite engine will look absolutely amazing, and I'm sure it's nice. It's nice to finally start getting some fresh maps into the game. One last little tidbit on the CT is that the devs have said as we move through the summer we plan to add new ways to play epic battles for players who want something besides traditional PvP. We'll have more to share later in the year. To me this sounds definitely like private matches. The opposite of PvP is PvE, and we already have arcade mode which is PvE, so I'm guessing that we're going to get some form of private mode. They also say that we'll be back in August with more details, so after the June update it's looking like they're potentially just completely skipping July and the next big update will be in August. Fine by me, as by the end of the month, you know, this month we'll have plenty to keep us occupied through June, and then in August when they drop the CT at the beginning of the month, you know, we'll be hyped through the whole of August for the end of August. So that's it from me guys, I can't wait for this update to drop and I'm sure everyone else feels the same. Let me know your favourite part of the CT in the comments and what you would have maybe liked included that wasn't there. Give me a like if you enjoyed the video, a dislike if you didn't, follow me on Twitch to watch me live this week, and I'll see you all in the next video.